It's Tragic Life here with Final Fantasy VI. We are coming to the end game, and I'm hoping I can finish this in one video. Not gonna promise that. We'll see kind of how it works. I wasn't gonna be doing my video yet. I was gonna wait till later, sometime during the week, because I've been working on my homework for my masters. And I've done 3 of the 4 assignments. I do need to comment on some discussion posts, which generally takes nothing, 200 words each. That ain't much. I haven't read them yet. That's the big problem there. So I've done 3 of 4 of the assignments. The 4th one is causing me a lot of issues because I got to take a lot of information from a lot of different articles and combine it to find 3 main posts. Blah 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 blah. Overall, it's just a lot of information. And I'm using things to help me kind of, get my ideas together, but I'm also trying to make sure that I don't take the ideas directly from the idea brainstorming thing so I don't get caught for copyright. I'm trying to not have something else write my paper. It's hard. So I'm taking a little break from that. On other news, I'm pretty sure my baby is going to be born next week. Well, I think it's coming. So that's going to be disruptive. So I really want to get this done so that this isn't hanging over my head. I'd like to do it in one video, but I will do 2 if need to. So we're going to go ahead and move forward. Yeah, it's about to be a very big week. All right, so last time I left off with okay, that scared me. I thought it was going to freeze on me. So I finished with all of my characters beating their bosses and getting to their location. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move all of our characters to where they need to go next. So you're going to step there. You're going to step there. And you're going to step there. We should get a scene. I've already done this wrong. Welcome, friends. I knew you'd come, so I've been practicing my greeting. How much do you have to destroy before you had your fill, Kefka? Kefka. I required the ultimate power, Observe. Such magnificent power. You're nothing more than fleas compared to me. Now, embrace your destruction as the fate of all things. To be destroyed, maybe it is, but people can always rebuild, and new lives will always be born. And time will destroy all those as well. Why do people insist on creating things that will inevitably be destroyed? Why do people cling to life knowing that they must someday die? Knowing that none of it will have meant anything once they do. Because it's not the end that matters. It's knowing you have something to live for right now at this moment. Something you've worked for, something that's worth protecting. As long as you have that, that's enough. And did you all find your somethings in this broken world that's dying itself? Yes. Love. A person worth protecting. Friends and family. A peaceful kingdom. A loving brother who always looks out for me. Gahaha. I don't know why you laughed, but okay. Someone willing to accept me for who I am. An adorable little granddaughter. An obnoxious grandpa who I couldn't live without. Wings from a dear old friend. New pals, Kupo. These people, all of them, you are. One of y'all didn't talk. You people make me sick. You sound like lions from a self-help book. That is true. But it's also true. It's important. If that's how it's going to be, I'll snuff them all out. Every last one of your sickening, happy little reasons for living. No, Kefka, stop. Who said stop? I wield the greatest power in existence. You may as well be the dirt on the bottom of my boots or the dirt stuck to the bottom of that dirt. Dirt stuck to the bottom of the dirt on my boots. That's harsh, sir. Oh. You're evil, evil. Got it. I'll destroy everything. I'll create my own empire of death. For what purposes? You can't destroy everything. People will always have dreams. No, when I'm through, there won't be anything left to dream about. We won't let you hurt any more people. What fun is destruction if no precious lives are lost? You're demented, sir. It ends here, Kefka. Sorry, I didn't see it. Okay, so no, we didn't mess up. So let me go ahead and explain this fight. So you're going to pick 4 people, all right? So what happens next is if one of them dies, they're replaced by another. And when I mean die, they're replaced in between battles. So if someone is dead and then you beat a bad guy, when you come to the next battle, you're going to get someone else. So you do have 12 choices. They're not all good choices. So we're going to kind of go over this. The 2 that I'm absolutely going to be picking. So my team is going to be Terra, Edgar, Locke, and Celeste with Sabin and Gao. So Sabin will be in 5, Gao will be in 6, okay? Terra and Celeste dish out really good damage while being versatile. They're very good. Celeste is really good against Kefka. So make sure she's there and she makes it all the way. Locke is decent against the first couple battles, but he's a powerhouse against Kefka as well. He can also steal some really good stuff during the process, so that's pretty good too. Edgar is decent, honestly, using his air anchor. But it only works on two or three of the opponents, but that's okay. He's a pretty decent attacker. I might actually put Sabin first, because Sabin's Phantom Rush is really good. Well, no, I'm going to do Edgar, because Sabin's defense kind of sucks. But his Phantom Rush is always decent, right? Shadow's Throw is very good. And Interceptor will help during the 3rd fight. Other than that, he's kind of middle of the pack. Setzer and Scion are good damage against lone opponents, but not very good aside from Kefka due to their lack of targeting. Gao is highly useful. Rage versatility combined with his defense makes him very good contender, even if his offense is a bit below some of the others. If you bring him, be sure to equip according to which rage you plan to use. Mog is Gao with less versatility, and Jump is not really that reliable until you get to Kefka. Strago's lures are nice, but again, not really the greatest unless he's got a lot of magic. His magic, Realm, kind of the same thing. Really good magic. She's well trained. If you really worked on her, she's really good to bring. If not, don't. Yamaru, don't even. Gogo's big value is being able to use multiple skill sets, but he doesn't have good stats. So again, we're gonna use Terra. I'm not really sure if I want to use Edgar or Gao? We might start with Gao. Let's go with Gao. And then Celeste. Alright, so 5th place. We'll put Edgar. We'll put... I hope I'm doing this right. We're going to find out one way or another, right? I have no idea. I've not done this fight yet. I'm going to be completely honest with you, so let's see. Alright, so let's go ahead. Am I not able to update their stuff? Please let me, like, equip them. No, this could be problematic. We definitely want Fenrir and Golem, and I don't think Fenrir and Golem is there. So, so the first tier, none of the bosses technically have names, but we're going to name them anyway. So here we have 3 bosses. This is the first tier. We're going to talk about something in a second. So the first one is Visage, which is basically the face. It has 30,000 damage, okay? And then he's got long arm, which I think will kind of stand out. You can see I think that's his right arm, and his left arm is the short arm, right? So long arm has 33,000 life, and the short arm has 27. This is the easiest battle of the groups. The only one that's kind of dangerous is Visage. He can do Sapping Strike and reverse Polarity. Once his life is below 10,240 HP, it will add a move called Dread Gaze, which obviously you don't want to get hit with. If Visage is the last opponent to go down, he'll sign off with Quake. Long arm just attacks and uses Shockwaves. If it's the last to die, it will use 3 Shockwaves, so keep that in mind. Short arm uses Attack and Razor Gale, which is just a weak damage special, and has a standard attack counter. One of the quickest things you can do here is you're going to want to cast Float, Haste, Protect, and Shell, right? And you want to kill the long arm with a break spell and blast the face with fire. After that, it's just a matter of taking out the short arm, okay? So let's see if we can pull this off, okay? Do you have float? We're going to float you. What do you have? We need float, haste, and shell. So let's see. Do you have any of those? You don't. Okay. Do you have break? You don't. So what we're going to do... You really don't have much of anything. So we're going to hit you with fire. Let's see what you got. Protect? Was that one of them? Let's go ahead and break long arm. I don't care about that one, that does nothing. Alright. Okay, so I think everyone's got haste. So now we just need shell. Who has shell? Just double checking. Alright, protect, 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 protect. Haste, haste, haste. Alright, we're gonna do shell next. Do you have shell? Do you have haste? Why not? Alright, so one of the things I'm going to do just to kind of keep us healed up as we move forward, if I can find it, and this is kind of what he's going to be. He's going to be our healer that doesn't use magic. Actually, for the moment, let's not do that. Let's do that next. Okay, so shell. I want to make sure everyone's got what they're supposed to have. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so that should be it. Now we're going to start hitting them hard. Alright, what do you have fire-wise? You have Fire-Raga. You have Fire-Raga. Alright, so let's see. He has so many, it takes so long to find what I'm looking for. You have Fire-Raga. Okay. So that'll keep us healed. Alright, so like I said, this boss isn't too hard. And we got a pretty decent setup. Alright, so I actually want to pause this real quick. So, something I've been reading here is that all of these bosses are... It's not proven, but it's pretty well assumed that each of these bosses kind of stands for one level of the references to the Divine Comedy. One is Hell, one is this would be the one that represents Hell. The next one will represent Purgatory. And the final one will represent, I guess, heaven. Okay, so it's kind of just food for thought. It doesn't really matter, but it's kind of a cool concept. All right, so let's keep going. I feel like we're doing pretty good. We're not really getting hit much. Our life is up. That helps a lot. All right, so we just have the arm now. I should have killed the arm first. Oh, actually, which one? No, so we're at a point where all we got to worry about is Attack and Razor Gale. He has no end of game or end of... Once we beat him, he doesn't do anything different. So we're going to kind of save our magic for the next fight. Oh, you hit me. Alright, so we beat him. Yay, that's one tier. We're not done. My big question is, how much does the magic, all the positive stuff that I have on here, stick? Alright, so we're going to tell right now. Let's see. Alright, so let's go stop for a second. So we have a couple, we have 4 here. We have Tiger, which I'm going to assume is the guy with the stripes. He has 30,000 HP. We have... this one might be worth selling for Machine, which I'm going to assume is that little metal thing next to him. He has 24,000 life. We've got Magic. I'm not sure which one that is, but he has 41,000 life. And then we have Power, who has 28,000. Alright, the second tier is a very varied, like, the bad guys have varied attacks, okay? So the Tiger, which is the Tiger Head, is by far the most dangerous. It rarely does what it's supposed to, but when it does, it uses Attack, Northern Cross, Southern Cross, Flare Star. Okay, when you drop his life below 11,520 HP, he will start using Northern Cross, Southern Cross, or Flare Star with a 33% chance of using Zombie Bang. Okay, which inflicts Zombie, which means you need to cure that ASAP or you will lose a character going to the next level. The Machine uses Magic Tech Laser, Gravity Bomb, Diffractive Lasers, Atomic Rays, and Delta Attack. The only thing that we haven't I don't think we've seen is the Gravity Bomb, which is just Gravity Attack. That looks kind of cool. Once it drops its life between 11,000, under 11,520, it will gain Missile and Absolute 0. Magic, which is the guy on the far left, so I'm going to assume it's this guy here, right? So I'm assuming this is Tiger, this is Machine, this is Magic, maybe. I don't know. Kind of hard to tell. He uses a lot of attacks and status magic. So he uses Poison, Bio, Confuse, Imp, Haste, Stega, Drain, Fire Up. Once his life drops under 30,000, he'll start using Sleep, Stop, Re-Raise, Reflect, Sloga, Holy, Flare, Blizzaga, and Thundaga. When he drops below 20,000, he'll start using Rasp, Silence, Blizzara, Holy, Firaga, Blizzaga, and Flare. Once you drop him down below 10,000, he'll start using Gravaga as a counter for everything, and adds 2 Dispel spells. Once he goes below 5,000, also as a final attack, he'll do that as well. Okay, so at 10,000, under 10,000, he starts using Gravaga. Under 5,000, he starts using 2 Dispels. He adds 2 Dispel magics to his thing, which could be devastating. Power does nothing but use attack. When defeated, he uses a 10-hit combo, which is pretty weak, so don't worry about it too much. Which is his weak special followed by 9 attacks. As you can see, they just beat you, right? So one of the things that can really help is you want to silence magic. So let's go ahead. I don't know which one is magic. So it says Magic, the guy on the far left end. So I'm going to assume him, right? We want to cast Silence on him so he doesn't hit us with anything, all right? Get the party started by poisoning Tiger. We can use Locke's Air Anchor against Machine, which can instantly kill him. We're going to hit Tiger with Ice after we poison him. Once those are dead, once everything is dead, we'll just beat up on Power, right? So let's go ahead. I'm going to use Bio on Tiger, and then Blizzaga as well. I don't have the right character. I don't have... Oh. Since I don't have the... Are you Machine? Okay, maybe that's machine. Hopefully that's machine. We'll see in a second. Okay, so that's not machine. Awesome to know. We're gonna bring out Magic Pot. Alright. Maybe it's you? There we go. That's one done. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I've lost track, and that's bad. Sorry, guys. Okay, so let's go here. I need an elixir, so... Do I not have... I do have an elixir, so I need you to have that. Because you're almost out of magic, and we kind of need your magic. Trying to steal elixirs. Okay, so let's try poison on you, see if that works better. I just realized I'm actually supposed to poison Tiger, or whatever. It's all good. We're doing well. Sweet. Come on, steal the elixir. Hit combo. Did I kill that guy? Is that... Am I hitting the wrong one? Is that not Tiger? I'm not sure who's who anymore. I wish they would have named these guys. Do I really not have any mega elixirs? I feel like I'm missing a lot of stuff. Oh well. I'm assuming... Okay, so they're all dead. 2 of them are dead. I didn't even realize that. So we're just working on this guy. I'm going out of order because, honestly, one of them's not attacking. Okay, all my guys are back. Really? Well, 2 of my guys will be fine. All right. I'm just going to start attacking. Alright. I was hoping they would unfreeze because I wasn't sure if freeze would count as a death. You gotta be almost dead. Yeah, we're not using magic, bro. Okay, it's almost dead. I think the magic's not working because I hit it with silence. Otherwise, this could be devastating. I think it's dead. Or very, very close. I'm actually going to pause real quick if I don't kill him. And I'm going to use an elixir on everyone that matters. Because we're low on magic and we're getting to the next round. I'm only using the elixir for the why is this not working? Okay. I'm only doing it for the MP. Okay, that should do it. Him attempting to cast magic is really slowing this fight down. Why are we not? Thank you. Hit him, please. All right, so that's it. So we have 2 more before the last boss. All right, so here we have Lady. She has 9,999 life, and Rest, who has 40,000. So she's not a threat, okay? Lady's only purpose is to keep Rest alive, and she's good at it, okay? She uses White Wind and sometimes attacks with Repose, which is basically hits us with sleep. If Rest dies, she's not dead, she'll cast a Rise on him and revive him for 9,999 HP. Rest is obviously the guy laying down in blue for some reason. Blue is the attacker. For most of the battle, he sits there pummeling you with strong attacks. His first turn has an equal chance of tornado, meltdown, or doing nothing. While the second is 2/3 chance of hitting you with attack and 1/3 of hitting you with doom. Once you get Rest under 10,240 life, he will start using Meteor every turn. He also gains a nasty counter. A third of the time he'll hit you with Meteor, and a third of the time he'll hit you with Trine. Trine is unblockable and hits you with Blind and Silence. Although if you're immune, it doesn't matter. I think all my characters are immune. He will also use, if one of your characters or when he dies, he will use Repose. Repose can take a character out of battle if it lands, and since it's likely to be the last thing you see on this tier, it means everyone hit is likely to become unavailable in the next portion, which is problematic. Kick off the battle by quickly summoning Golem. I don't know if I have Golem. And then still, Lady has Ragnarok and Rest has Ultimate Weapon. Really good weapons, okay? If one of your characters is using Enhancer Sword, go ahead and switch to Ragnarok because it's just better. Once that's done, you need to wipe out Lady. Use non-elemental attacks, then focus your attention on Rest. If you want to multi-target, that's perfectly fine because Rest has a lot more HP. Once Lady is down, use your best attacks on Rest. Knock them out. If anyone dies, revive them and use Fenrir if you can, and continue hacking away. With Fenrir or Golem in place, you should survive Rest's Repose final move, and you'll be able to move on. So this is where I might have made my major mistake of not having oh, that didn't work. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. There is a way. Be right back. I'm going to check something. Okay, so you can't. So we're just going to have to hope that I didn't mess up too bad on the whole concept of accidentally not, equipping those two. Yeah. Okay, so awesome. I'm not really worried about healing, but let's go ahead. Okay, that's dangerous. Thank you. Oh, I'm glad that I did what I just did. That. Alright, we need to take her out. I don't think poison's an element, is it? We're about to find out. Okay, so we're gonna do... Oh, she's a pain in the butt. She's got full life. Okay, I don't really care about the stealing. I'm going to try to steal it, but I'm not switching any characters, anything, so we should be fine one way or another. Okay, so that is an elemental. No, that hits everybody. I don't want that. Alright. I don't know if I have any non-elemental attacks here. That's probably going to heal.